Hey guys, it's Wan Hee from Play Tennis Singapore, and today I'm back with the fourth video of the series that aims to improve your strength, your mobility, as well as your conditioning on court. I'll be going through 5 exercises that aims to improve your power, your flexibility, as well as your agility on court. Today's episode will be on your obliques. So what is the obliques? It is actually a part of the ab that is found at the sides, and it helps with the unit turn of your torso. Although it's a smaller group as compared to your core, and it is a subset of the abs actually, it is actually very important in tennis because your unit turn in tennis is very important in being able to generate power and consistency. Okay, so let me show you some examples on how you'll be using your obliques during tennis. Okay, so firstly, for your ground strokes with your forehand. So when you are loading up your forehand, you can see that your hip, your chest and your hip is facing outwards, and when you're going through the ball, you're actually turning your entire hip. So now your chest is facing the other way. So this is how you're using your obliques to turn. Same thing for your backhand. Your chest and your hips facing. Now it's facing the front when you're turning. Okay, lastly, for your serves. Even for your serves, when you're pulling your racket back, you can see how your chest is facing outwards. And when you turn to strike the ball, you're turning your chest as well. So this is how, in all 3 strokes, you have to use your obliques to really maximize on the movement that you're going to get. Okay, so what happens if you have weak obliques, if you don't train your obliques? Okay, so a couple of things. One is you're unable to perform a short backswing effectively. Okay, so for example, when you're trying to return a serve, okay, there's no way you're going to have enough time to really wind all the way back for a full backswing when there's a powerful serve. So most of the time, what you have to do is you have to short backswing and follow through. So this short backswing mainly gets its power from the unit turn or your hip rotation from here to here. There is no large backswing to be able to generate that power. So in this kind of situations, you can see how the unit turn and your obliques really comes into play for tennis. Okay, so for today, we'll be going through a couple of ab exercises that are oblique focused that will help with your training. As the obliques are a much smaller group, it is much harder to target, so we will need the help of a resistance band to help with our exercises today.
For the first exercise, you'll be needing to use the resistance band. Loop it around something solid like a pole, loop it through, and then pull on it so that it is tight. This exercise will be for the obliques. Okay, once it is there, have your arms at the side and rotate your torso as if you were doing a swing. Try to keep your core tight throughout this entire exercise. Up next, we have flutter kicks. This exercise is great at maintaining core stability. Keep your arms at the side to maintain balance and kick your legs up and down in an alternating fashion. Ensure that your core is tight throughout the entire exercise, and you should be able to feel a burn on your abs very soon. For our third exercise, we have a variation of the traditional sit-up. We have the alternating sit-up, where instead of going straight up to your knees, you are using your right elbow to touch your left knee and your left elbow to touch your right knee. This is great at working the obliques, as you need to have the rotation of your torso as you are performing the upwards motion. Try to maintain a tight core throughout the entire exercise. For our fourth exercise, we have Russian twists. To perform this exercise, ensure that your back is off the floor and your legs are off the floor as well. Twist your torso left and right in an alternating fashion, and try to squeeze your abs throughout the entire exercise to ensure that there is core activation. Okay, for our fifth and final exercise, we have the alternating mountain climber. To perform this exercise, you need to be in a push-up position with your back straight. Bring up your right knee to your left elbow and your left knee to your right elbow. In order to maximize this exercise, make sure you squeeze your abs, your entire abs, your core and your obliques while performing the motion. This ensures that you are activating the muscle group throughout the entire exercise.
For all these exercises, you should be doing between 15 to 30 reps per exercise, 3 to 4 sets, 15 to 20 sets in total as usual. Hope you find this video useful and stay safe.